Hi and welcome to today's video of learning the secrets to success for unlocking the aspects of how we can become more determined and to push those excuses out of the way so that it's not stopping you from progressing forward in your healthcare business. Today we're going to be talking about how to become disciplined and keeping focused. Now, when you're running a healthcare business, you are going to be faced with all obstacles and excuses that's stopping you from progressing. And I'm going to delve into this more deeper in this video. So welcome everyone. I am Christine Crowell. I am the founder of this YouTube channel. And I've created this YouTube channel to help healthcare providers not only in how the business works of things, but also to help them prepare so that they have the right mindset to run a successful healthcare business. And today is about being disciplined, it's about being focused and looking at the why of why you are doing that and having that as your vision driving you forward in your healthcare business. So today I'm going to unlock the secrets to you having a successful healthcare business, and that is a lot of it is also to do with staying disciplined. Are you letting excuses get in the way? Are you letting obstacles get in the way? So today we are focusing on strategies to help you overcome, keep focused, and building a strong healthcare business within your organization, and giving you some key steps and strategies which you can use. So grab a piece of paper or use your laptop and let's delve in right now. So let's look at what your purpose is. Why did you want to start or are doing a healthcare business? What is your why? What's your reason? Because that is going to be the one that holds you and supports you within your goals. Yes, we are busy. Yes, we are tired. Yes, we have got lots of obstacles and stresses in our lives. But we shouldn't let that stop us. We have to look at how we can find a way, if we truly want to meet the why of why we're doing this, this is going to be the one that keeps you accountable. So what is your reasons for doing this? Why are you doing this or wanting to do this? So by pushing forward, pushing past those obstacles, just push them out the way, that will give you the strength to look at meeting the goals that you have set. It's about strategy, it's about planning, it's about looking at what you need to do on a daily basis and not accept those excuses, not accept those obstacles. Yes, it's a challenge. And I'm not saying it's easy because I've been there myself. But we've got to look at the why and push forward with that. What is your true calling? What are you called to do? And if this is something that resonates with you, then you push through those barriers. You push through those obstacles. You don't let it get in your way if you want to achieve your goals. And I'm not saying it's easy. Care is not easy. There's always going to be challenges along the way. So, when I first got started, I was making all kinds of excuses. It was as if something was there trying to deter me from making my goals, from making my dreams happen. And I was able to overcome this, and I'm going to show you how to as well. First of all, I knew that I had a calling to do this. I knew that I wanted to do this. It was something deep inside of me that told me, Christine, this is what you need to do. And I felt passionate about that as well. You've heard the saying, or maybe you have not, and I'm going to tell you about it. So God didn't bring you this far for you to stop. I hear a song always come into my mind by Mary. It's called I Just Can't Give Up Now. And I think that was really strong for me in my early days when I started. It pushed me through. And I knew there were going to be challenges. I knew there were going to be hard times. I knew there was going to be difficulties. I knew there were going to be obstacles. But my why pushed me forward. And sometimes you are sent these obstacles to make you stop and think. And then your mind is saying, are you doing the right thing? Should I continue with this? Oh, this isn't going to work. I'm not good enough. They're all excuses. It's there trying to stop you from moving forward with your goal. Look at how far you've come. Look at what you've learned so far, or what you're about to learn. And let that be your driving force with your reason why. Because life will throw obstacles at you and excuses at you in every direction that you are. So, is it something that you're going to let stop you from moving forward with your goal, what your dream is, what your heart's desire is, for your legacy, for your loved ones? Because you will face obstacles. That is part of life's journey. It is the opposite. If we didn't have these obstacles and challenges, then what would we overcome? How would we know how far we've come when we haven't had these obstacles and challenges? And yes, it is hard. Sometimes you think, that doesn't even make sense. Why did that even happen? But you're going to push through because of the why. You know the greater good that this is going to cause, the impact on the community, the outcomes. This is the reason, your family, your legacy, this is the reasons to push past those obstacles, because the reasoning and the why is a lot stronger than those obstacles and excuses that come into your mind. So excuses are a way of your body defending. So it doesn't really, your mind, it's saying, I don't want you to deal with this, so let me put this in to make you feel like you can't cope with that. And then you start to feel the fear, the negativity, and then you start to wonder and question what you're doing. You have to be consistent. You have to look at the why and keep moving forward with this. So obstacles they're real. They're there trying to stop you. But you've got to take actions and have a strategy in order to move those obstacles out the way so they don't become a problem for you anymore for a particular time and place, for example. There is a difference between excuses and obstacles. And I'd like you to look in the description here because there's more details on that as well. So the excuses really originate from ourselves, the individual. And we then tend to think that this is a bad thing and that we don't want to do this because it's going to cause you more stress maybe. Or maybe you feel it's going to be like too much hard work and that you feel that you don't have the capacity. We have to explore our mindset so that we do have the capacity to receive and the space for you growing your healthcare business as well. Your excuses could be a way of protecting your ego because you don't want to seem to have failed, because then you're going to feel bad. And it's okay to fail. because you're going to get better and learn that you're not going to do that again, and you will continue on. So you may try something, you may think, I didn't like that, or that didn't work very well. So what else can you do to turn that around so it does work better? Because then you've got an analytic way of thinking and seeing what didn't work and what is working for you. What did you learn from that didn't work that's going to make you stronger, for example? So obstacles can be, it's external, and it can be, for example, things that are in your way. Like, for example, if someone stands in front of you and is stopping you from moving forward, that's an obstacle, right? But what can you do? You can move around, you can move the other way. There's lots of ways you can overcome an obstacle. And these are sometimes external factors which can be related to healthcare, i.e. regulations that come in. Just like that. With healthcare, regulations, guidelines, they always change. We are not in control of that. It is in the hands of the regulations, the boards, the governments that we adhere to. And if you want to become a part of that, you have to learn to overcome that obstacle, that achievement. And you will feel even stronger for doing that. The impact of excuses can lead to stagnation. It can lead to, oh, I'm not doing that anymore. So you then just put it in a drawer, never to be seen again, or possibly try and revisit it a year down the line when that calling comes to you again and you feel, yes, I'm ready. There never is a good time when you're going to be ready. You can't plan these things in that way. It's like, for example, if you want to plan a family, yes, you can do that, but sometimes it happens before you've even planned it. But what you need to look at is how you're going to support and encourage the growth for the good, for the better. So don't stay stagnant with your excuses. Don't let them hold you back, because that is part of you which you need to accept and move forward to make it so that it is overcome. So obstacles can impede your growth. They can stunt your growth. They can stop you from growing. However, you have to look at that as a challenge and overcome that challenge by looking at what you can do to maneuver around that obstacle. So you see, when you deal with obstacles, it will lead you to feel, wow, empowered, resilience. You will feel good inside. Whereas if you let that obstacle take over, you're not going to feel good inside. You're going to feel bad. I'm here to tell you, I've been there. I've done it, worn the t-shirt. And I know that it is not beneficial to hold that inside. So how do you deal with excuses coming in your head all the time? It's important that you foster a way of coping with this, that you know that this is a challenge and that you can overcome this obstacle right now. By recognizing the challenges, then you are aware that an excuse is coming into your thought process, and you know that you can overcome it by looking at the excuse and thinking, is this rational? No, it's not rational. It's an irrational thought sometimes. It's an excuse. It's not going to serve you. It's there to put you down so you don't move forward. With regards to obstacles, look at the strategy of providing a solution which is going to get you out of that obstacle, to move that obstacle out of the way. And it's behind you. You don't want to look back. You want to look in front of you. Because there's always going to be obstacles behind you that you've overcome and that you've managed to master them. So they will always be behind you, trying to pull you back with them. For example, we offer coaching to help you manage the growth of your company, to help you to cope with strategies of excuses and obstacles. We can be your accountability partner with our one-to-one coaching, which I think is amazing. It is a 6-week program. There's a link here for you to get further information of how you can speak with one of members of our team, for example. Because it's important that we look at these things when we're facing our businesses. Because whatever business you're in, there's always going to be an obstacle. There's always going to be excuses of why you can't do something. There's always the opposite. Set smart goals. Is it smart? Is it measurable? Is it achievable? For example, can you do this in a certain time frame? And don't worry if you don't meet that time frame. A time frame is a suggestion. It's a suggestion. It's not a death sentence if you don't meet that deadline. Even though they say it's a deadline, it is a deadline. You get to that date. If you haven't met that goal, then you can push it back to another month or 2. It's not the end of the world if you can't meet that date, because obstacles have come in the way, but you still moved forward with things. I'm just talking to you about mechanisms to help you cope, because you can't be so hard on yourself. Yes, life goes very fast, but if you put a time frame on things, then you're going to be working to that time, and then it comes to that time, then you're going to be like, oh, it didn't work. When in fact, it's working. It's just you're not seeing the future result, the outcome. You're looking at where you started, not where you have been. Look back from where you started and look back at yourself of where you've been, how far you have come. That is the key. If you put too much time on things, you're then holding yourself bondage. You're restricting yourself. You're limiting yourself. Always look at building a team, because you are as strong as your team, for example. It's always good to look at your lifelong goals. What is your legacy? And what are the goals that you've set for 2024? It's always good to do that. But don't be hard on yourself if you haven't hit that day. But look at how far you've come and what you have learnt from where you've started. That is also the key. It's the journey. It's not when you get there, it's the journey. It's the learning and getting stronger and understanding what it is that you're doing that's going to make you strong in your business. So every challenge is a step to growth. Don't look at it as a setback. Look at it as a growth. Learn from that, because that is where the strength lies. Every time you learn to deal with an obstacle or a challenge or an excuse, you will become stronger and stronger and grow within your business. So, discipline is a key tool to learning about your healthcare business, because this will take you to where you need to be by having a discipline and sticking to it every single routine. If you miss it, that's okay. You know, we're okay to have time off, to take a breath. Sometimes I do that myself when I work, because I work 14-hour days some days. But I also rest, because I need to rest, and you do as well. Especially when you're starting a business, or you're starting a project, or you're expanding your business, you're going to put extra hours in. That is part of business. You're going to feel sometimes like crying and screaming. You're going to feel all alone sometimes. You're going to feel inadequate sometimes. That's okay. Be aware of that, but don't let it rule you. Push forward. What is the why? What is the goal that you need to do? Don't let that fear, lack, anxiety, anger, for example, take over the day-to-day gratitude, the life that you have, to be able to have that strength to build a business. I'll give you one example. When I started my care business 30 years ago, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I had children. So I was able to work on my business during that time. I didn't try and run my business with my children when they were awake. There's no way I could have done that. Thank God I had a husband to support me. But I still got up 4 o'clock in the morning when the house was quiet. And then I was able to do my work. And I did more work in those 3 hours than what I would do over the 8-hour day. I felt achieved. I felt like I achieved so much by doing that. And I felt good. Yeah, to begin with, it was hard. Getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, it's not easy. But I had a purpose. I had a why. That was my determination. And it made me feel good doing this step. And I was able to build a multiple 7-figure business by doing this. So, every challenge is an opportunity for you to grow. And my last few words will be discipline for this video. Discipline, if you keep that discipline in your business every day, have a list, and yeah, there's going to be things that throw you off. You know, things will come in where you have to deal with something because it's urgent, but you get back into it. That is the key. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. Here, there's a link here for you to join our Facebook group with like-minded care providers who are disciplined, who are motivated, who are strategic, who take action. If this is you, then join our Facebook group. I also want to encourage you to book a free 15-minute consultation with myself or the team to talk about your strategy for discipline. Talk about this video, how it's helped you think about what strategies you need to have in place, what action steps you need to do. And this week has really been about action, about taking steps. It's about self-care. That's important. So, like and subscribe. Join our Facebook group. We hold boot camps every single month. If you want to join that, if you want to have more information regarding that, then book a free 15-minute consultation with our team members and we'll discuss further with you. We also have free events that we do in our Facebook Lives as well. And we've got lots of free content as well for you to learn. Over 40 hours worth of content for you to learn from as well. Because it's not just about the idea, it's about how you're going to do it and how you can get there the quickest way possible, rather than having years and years and years of trying to do something. Like me, I spent 20 years doing multiple healthcare businesses. I can show you a quick, fast way for you to get this done in a short space of time. But one thing I require from you is to take action, is for you to also be accountable for your healthcare business, because it's so important that you as the business owner are able to put in your own DNA, the way you want it, because everyone is different, everyone wants different things. So I hope that you've learned from today, and like and subscribe. I look forward to speaking to you in the next video. Stay tuned for the next updates, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.